Hello everyone. This channel is dedicated to processing my relationship with Quentin Tarantino. I am the movie critic, right? I am the reason he canceled his film, The Movie Critic, last year as a result of the reviews that I wrote, but also as a result of the savage essay that I wrote. And so, right, when I didn't bend to his psychic whim at a screening of Jackie Brown at the NeroCon last year, right, I was in the front row, right, but right, when I didn't complete the scene, he and the degenerates that hang out with him, right, that he spends his time with, right, entered into a Faustian covenant to compel me to lose my mind, right, which has been the inspiration behind this novel, right? I've written a novelization of my experiences. It's called Building a Coven, as in a witch's coven, right? And so, right, this channel never had to exist, right? This channel never had to exist, right? In April, right, when he really descended into evil by stealing my wisdom, stealing my intellectual light, my spiritual fire, right? Because he understands nothing. He's a child floundering in the ocean. Right? But when he drew that line in the sand and said, okay, now you go, I said, no, we're good. You're sick. You're a sick, evil man. And I'm so disgusted that I ever thought that you were cool. So you keep my fucking scene. You call that my fucking sacrifice to the temple of Baphomet and just fuck off anywhere else. Right? This thing that we're playing at right now, right? He's a fucking pussy, that's my point, right? And if I put that evil on him, right, he'll send people to kill me. That's what he'll do, right? Because he's, I want to say awful things, but, right? He's a goddamn demon. That's a nice way of putting it, right? Right? So, right? Friendly reminder, right? Quentin appropriated Brad Pitt's spousal abuse as the subplot for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Cliff Booth and Brad Pitt are the same person. Brad Pitt won his Oscar for beating up his wife on an airplane and getting away with it. Right? So, 1 through 8, films 1 through 8, have Harvey Weinstein doing God knows what. And who's never done multiple Quentin Tarantino films? Any woman that was ever cast in any of his films, right? Kill Bill's one movie. 2 shoots for 1 movie, right? And what you think he did to her, right? Right? So, right, that's, right? Just so that we're all caught up here, right? So sexual abuse running through films 1 through 8, right? Any woman that was in any of those films, 100%, right? And then with 9, right, the first one he makes without him, he appropriates spousal abuse, right, as the subplot. Right? It's the same story, right? It's not a similar story, it's the same story. This is what writers do, right? They change the name, they change the location, right? Brad Pitt smacks up his wife on an airplane and never gets charged about it. And so the character, Cliff Booth, murders his wife with a spear gun on a boat and gets away with it, right? Out of the air and into the water, right? Right? Assault becomes homicide, right? And so when I think about how long it's gone on, like how we're still, right? And so the reason that I started this channel again is because he kept torturing me. He has continued to torture me even after I took everything down and said, no, we're good. And so I don't know, right? Like I don't know what is occurring here, right? That he could, right? Right? Fuck you. Take your movie. Take the scene. Right? Right? And then he says, I want you to sue. Right? And so I did. I filed suit. Right? Right? With my money. Right? I don't have $100 million. Right? I don't have Sony backing me. Right? So we're talking about it. Right? Because he's a sick, evil, degenerate man. That video, right? That video, a plea to the Pope. Like this is what I'll say about it because we're talking about it. Who cares? No, I'll say that for another time. No. I could say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're talking about it. Who cares? Right? Right? Quentin, right, is a base, degenerate man, right? And so, right, the Cannes Film Festival, right, supports spousal abuse. The Burbank International Film Festival supports spousal abuse. The mayor of Burbank doesn't care about women's rights. She supports spousal abuse. Right? The mayor of El Segundo supports spousal abuse. Right? They support white men beating up their women and getting away with it. Right? So that we're all caught up. Right? Lifetime achievement to a guy who let his boss do sexually depraved things to every woman that was on any of his films, and then appropriated Angelina Jolie getting beaten up, right, as literary cannon fodder. That's right, that's your guy, right? That's your guy, right? The foot thing is all misdirection. It's all bullshit, right? And I've stolen all of his secrets. I can't stress that enough, right? I could throw him under the bus, right? And it's hilarious, right? And I probably will if this thing keeps going, right? But we're reading through the novel. We're talking about the nature of reality, right? Quentin is a powerful psychic clairvoyant, the most powerful in show business. I am the most powerful clairvoyant of the millennial generation. I am the millennial dragon, right? So, for all that he says that I'm not well, the truth is that neither of us are well. That's the point, right? He has engendered a pathological psychology in both of us, right? Well, we both exist as psychic phantoms in the other's mind, and he's gotten swallowed by me just as much as I've gotten swallowed by him, right? That they all have. Right? Is it just him and Daniela? Is there like 4 people? Right? Building a coven is a perfect name for this book, right? Because that's what has to occur, right? You think that this is just it's gonna stop, right? Like, no, it's gonna, as long as he has his arms crossed and says, no, I'm famous, I'm the one with the money, I can be as evil as I want to be. Right? Even after he pays me, if there's no true reconciliation, I have to have my legion of clairvoyance, just like he has his. And we'll both just pay people to remote view us, right? Right? Because I have to. Right? This has nothing to do with want, right? This is about survival, right? This is not, right? Like I've never been interested in remote viewing, right? Never have been. It's a violation, right? Doesn't mean I don't know how to do it. Right? Those are 2 different things, aren't they? Right? Now we can come together, right? That's, right? We ain't got to make the movie, right? Like, you can play your fucked up mind games, right? Like that's all fine and dandy, but honestly, we need to make the movie together. That's as far as our sanity, right? Right? That he's not prepared for this to endure for 20 years. No. And if he is, then that just makes him even more fucked up. Right? That's just him. Right? My point is that we both failed our initiation. Right? And I'm about to start reading on this novel. Right? That he was trying to initiate me into the lesser mysteries of show business. Right? Right? As far as money. Right? But the reality, right, is that, right, I'm light years past anything he could ever teach me. He could direct me as a director. Right? We could talk about the movie. Right? Right? But I was initiating him into the greater mystery of love, right? Which is the foundation, right? It is the expression of God's omniscience, right? And we'll talk more about that after I finish my reading.